Hey, you are welcome to Brand and Travel the World Masterclass. And this is a program that I am super excited to put together for the benefit of both you and everyone that will be signing up for this program. I am also happy that you are part of this move because we're going to be talking about a lot on branding and how to travel the world, and that is why I term this brand and travel the world. And we are going to be looking at so many things about personal branding and how you can build a global brand. What did I say? How you can build a global brand. But as we start, let me quickly share with you some questions that I've been able to put together, and I know that these questions is going to help you if you can sit back and ask yourself some of these questions and be sincere to answer them. And one of the questions is, do you know that there is a personal brand for all aspects of your life? Yes, there is a personal branding or a personal brand for all aspects of our lives. And then this is something that you cannot pretend as if you don't know. Yes, some of us are here to learn, but you must know that people are looking at you. There is a side of you that that projects who you are, that makes people to have a perspective about you. And that is why I am calling your attention to the fact that there is a part of your life that projects your brand. There is a part of your life that projects who you are, your value, and what you stand for, what you believe. And in the course of putting these questions together, I also have another question that I want you to look at, which is your personal brand should answer several questions like, what personal values are most important to you? There are some personal values that you see, while we were growing up, we have value system that we believe so much and that has contributed to who we are today. And you need to realize that, see, these personal values are there and they are very important to your success in life. Let me put it that way, to your success in life. And how does your life or company reflect your personal values that you believe, those values that you believe that you can add to people's life, that you can add to your community or anyone that comes across you in life? What are those personal values? You need to begin to look inward right now and begin to think of them and articulate them, write them down, so that it's going to form who you want to project to your world. I mean, the brand that you want to build. Another question is before you, and the question is, what's your story behind your life or business? Now, I didn't ask a question that says, what is the story behind your life? The question is, what is your story, your personal story behind your life or your business? You see, life is full of experiences, and without experience, there is no story. Without story, there is no glory. So you must be able to itemize your story, the stories of your life that could, be of benefit to your business or the business you want to build. Even if you are not building business, if you are a career person, there are some experiences that you've gone through in life that has brought you to where you are now. So you should be able to look back and begin to itemize or write down those stories, because they're going to form something in what you're trying to build now. So please, like for me, I have different stories to share with you. I have different stories to share with you. I have how I made my first million. I have how I met my wife. I have how I was rejected at the American embassy about 12 years ago. Different stories. How I gave birth to my first daughter. How I gave birth to my first son. And different stories in life. All these are part of what forms who you are today. And if you have value that you want to add to your generation, then you should be able to begin to write down or think and brainstorm on these stories and begin to write. Have a jotter or a notebook where you write and date some of these events, because storytelling is a vital key or vital tool in marketing, in everything that we do in life now. So people wants to know the story behind your life, behind your business. How did you start this business? I can tell you how I started this branding, personal branding college. There's a story behind it. I can tell you a lot of stories about it. So at every point in time in your life, you have a story or stories to tell. So don't ignore that part of your life. And that is one thing that I don't want you to forget in the course of this program. Now, this is another question before you and I. And the question says, do you have the skills and knowledge that ensures quality that others can trust? Qualities that others can trust. Do you have that skills? Do you have the knowledge that ensures quality that others can trust? Ask yourself. I know you have one skill or the other. You've gained knowledge in the course of your journey in life. You've gone through school, either by, knowledge could be gained through tertiary institution or, through capacity development. So you need to begin to ask yourself, what are the skills that I have that people can trust, that others can trust, that can add value to people's life? You need to sit down right now as you go through this program. It is a time that you need to do self-SWOT analysis or personal SWOT analysis of yourself and begin to look at, oh, I think I have this skill. I can teach this. I can teach this, because we are in the knowledge economy now. Everybody wants to know. They want to relearn, unlearn, and upskill. So there is a skill that you have that others might need in a season like this. So please, I want you to take a journal of that, and then let's move to the next question. The next question is, what is it about you that others can relate to on a personal level? What is that thing that if today you begin to build your personal brand, what is that thing that people will relate with on a personal level and say, oh, we know her for this, we know him for this? Oh, men looking at you, people can have a perspective about you and say, oh, it should be a kind of this person. I think he's a melancholic. I think he's an introvert, he's an extrovert, or something, a quality that others can relate to on a personal level. You have it. You need to sit down and identify it. Observe yourself. Look at your life from about 10 years ago, or let's say 20 years ago, and begin to look at, examine yourself and say, what are those things that people can relate to on a personal level? When you get those things, write them down in your notebook. This class is very, very easy, but very practical. Now, why I ask that question is because people are looking for the you in anything you are selling, be it a product or service. They are looking for the real you in your product. So if you don't sit down and examine yourself and do your personal check, self-analysis or self-SWOT analysis, and identify some of these questions that I've been asking you, you might be thinking that, I can do anything, I can do everything. Yes, the Bible says we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us, but it is not all things that are palatable for us to do. So one thing that personal branding will do for you is that once you are able to identify, articulate, examine yourself and bring out the qualities, the things that people can, say about you, the values and all those things, you will know that, if they bring one business or introduce you to a business that this does not flow with my qualities, with my personal brand, you won't involve yourself in it. It is not everything that you should be part of. It is not everywhere that you should go. So this is the reason, because if you understand this, even if you want to travel out, you know where you want to go to. If you are traveling, you know why you are traveling. If you are building a product or a service, you know why you are building that product and service. And there must be the real you in whatever you are doing. And you see, this is one of the reasons why so many people fail interview. Visa interview and job interview, when they are not the real person. Before the panel, what do you expect? most of them fail before they fail. Some of them, most of these people are psychologists. They can read you. They can psychologically tell who you are, if you are lying or you are saying the truth. And you see, by the time you understand all these qualities about your life, you will be confident to stand before kings, before anyone, and you will be confident to say, I am this, I am this, I am this. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. I am the CEO of so company. I run so company. I am this and that. You can easily tell. Now, let us go or dive into the business of the day, which is what exactly is personal branding. I know a lot of you know what personal branding is, but I want you to please unlearn to relearn. Unlearn to relearn. Now, personal branding is a big concept that can be executed in tons of different ways. We have so many definitions, but it is a big concept that can be executed in tons of different ways. And in the course of this program, I'd like you to please, if you have any questions in the course of this training, begin to jot them down so that we can discuss it in the private group. And personal branding is a process of marketing yourself. Now, take note of my definition. This is my own personal definition. It is the process of marketing yourself like a household name until you actually become a household name. You market yourself like a household name. If you don't market yourself, nobody will market you. If you don't sell yourself, nobody will sell you. If you don't know the qualities that you carry, the potential that you're carrying, nobody will market or sell you. So you need to identify your potentials and, be able to identify who you are, what you carry, the value that you have, and then know how to market yourself like a household name until you actually become that household name. Taiwo Balogun Impact. I stand for impact. And that is why you see, whenever I talk, I don't speak to impress people. I speak to communicate, to impact, to inspire, to motivate, to empower you. I am not a speaker that wants to get to the stage, and begin to form and begin to speak Queen's English, begin to form as if I don't usually go to the toilet. No, I want to communicate with you. I want to impact your life. So at times you see that in me whenever I am on stage. So personal branding is not just any other thing but the process of marketing yourself like an household name. Femi Otedola, Dangote, Richard Branson, Elon Musk. Look at them. All these guys deliberately built their personal brand, market themselves. Look at, they market themselves, and today their household name, they are using their personal branding or their personal brand to build corporate brand, because there's a way you can build your personal brand to promote your corporate or business brand. We'll get there. Maybe when we get to the advanced class anyway. But I need to say this now. Personal branding is not just a logo, because a lot of us used to make that mistake and we think it's all about logo, and that's why you can call on any graphic design and begin to say, just design me a logo, and the guy will put a lot of things together, different colors and images that does not speak with your vision, your mission, your core value, what you stand for, what you believe. There is no connection between your logo and your vision or what you stand for. Personal branding is not just a logo. Logo is just your brand identity. It is a pictorial representation of what your brand stands for. It is not the brand. It is a pictorial representation. It is your brand identity. Now, personal branding is an ongoing process of developing and maintaining a reputation, an impression of an individual, group, or organization. It's an ongoing, that's why I said we don't have a permanent definition of personal branding. It's an ongoing process of developing yourself, developing your personal brand, investing yourself. A wise man says the best investment that you can ever make is the investment you make in yourself. So personal branding is an ongoing process of developing and maintaining a reputation. You see, reputation is on the line. They're building your reputation, your image, and even people's impression about you. You know, people's impression, individual or groups of people or an organization, their impression. You know, when you mention some companies now, people will say, oh, they know what they stand for. So it is an ongoing process that you must, as a matter of urgency, begin to take note of and begin to build yourself to maintain a reputation and impression so that your audience will know who you are and what you stand for. Are we together? If we are together, I'd like you to drop yes, we are together in the comment box, or yes, or if you're getting value from this class, drop in the chat box that I am getting value. All right. Okay, let's move on. Now, your personal brand is how you promote yourself. I said earlier that if you don't market yourself, nobody will market you. If you don't sell yourself, no one is going to sell you. If you don't promote yourself, nobody is ready to promote you. So you must understand that your personal brand is how you promote yourself. You will promote yourself to be the great ambassador of your brand. People will see you as a brand ambassador of your brand. If you promote yourself as like Coach Taiwo now, I tell people I am a business designer. I am a product thinker. I am a solution provider. I am a startup business coach. I am Taiwo Balogun Impact. I am an impactor. If that grammar is accepted anyway. See, there is an adage in Yoruba that says, "Oruko to ba pe omo lo nje." It is what you name your child that he or she bears. Let her or let him go to anywhere in the whole world. She or he bears that name. Your personal brand is how you promote yourself, and it is how you promote yourself that people will see you. It is also the unique combination of your skills, your experience, and your personality that you want your followers to see. We have gone past the age of just posting anything anyhow on the social media or living anyhow. Now, if you begin to share political posts, now people will see you as a politician. If you begin to share stuffs about Hollywood or Nollywood, people will begin to see you as a filmmaker. So, your unique combination of your skills, your experience, your personality matters in this dispensation, which is what you all have to be careful about, and you need to deliberately build your brand on the social media. Social media is one of the easiest place to build your personal brand. Yes, to create brand awareness and stuff like that, because you get even followers that don't know you meet them there. So it is also the telling of your story. Don't forget, I told you about storytelling earlier, that it is the telling of your story, your true life story. See, everybody, we are all wired to like story. We are created to love stories. So once you get to a gathering and you say, "I like to tell you a story," people want to listen to you. At times, a lot of people will forget that skill or idea that you share with them, but they won't forget your story. So personal branding is the telling of your story and the impression people gain from your online reputation. So online media or the new media is a platform to share your story, to share your life story, how you met your wife, how you traveled, how you started your ministry, how you were not born with a silver spoon, how you were suffering from from the beginning, and all of a sudden you had a breakthrough. People want to know all those stories before they can get connected with you, both home and abroad. Now, don't forget, this program is all about brand and travel the world. See, a lot of people are traveling the world without knowing people. And how? It is by the virtue of their story. Their story that people know, that they hear or watch on social media, that connected them with each other. I am a living proof. I'm a living proof of such. I have relationships now, nice relationship that is leading to a lot of opportunities now, that we all met on the social media by virtue of the programs I do, share my story and stuff like that. So you must deliberately begin to write down some of your experiences in life. See, there is no story that is not very important. Every story of your life is important. Someone should drop that in the chat box. Every story of my life is important because someone would learn from it. And that is the easiest way to communicate or to connect with people, to connect with your audience. Did you get that? If you get that, say yes, I got it. So now let's look at the need for you to define your brand's vision, your brand's mission, and your core values. All these things are very, very important because it will help you that even if you are in the presence of, let's say, the president of any nation, you know what you believe. You know what you stand for. You know your mission in life. You know where you are going to. Even if they give you 10 years visa, or American visa, or British visa, you know why you are there. You have a vision. You have a mission. You have values. So the need for you to begin to identify this now and put it in writing, in black and white. Don't just say I have it all offhand. Because see, why am I saying this? Well, some of my coaching clients, or some of the alumni of this program, this is how I was teaching them some months ago. And I told them, I said, see, you need to begin to write your short bio. Write your bio, your profile, what you believe, your core value, your vision, and stuff like that. And they were like, okay, it's like this man is driving us too far. I said, see, a day is coming, you're going to need this thing. And suddenly, to the glory of God, one of them just got invitation to speak on the radio, national radio. Wow. And she was like, wow. You know, after that program, I think the producer or the manager now said, I want to meet the guest. And when the manager met her, she said, oh, are you the one on her? She said, yes. Wow. Said, you are a good speaker. You carry values. You have potentials. He said, come, we want to know more about you. Can we have your profile? And she was like, okay, I'll send it to you. So she quickly called me and said, coach, look at what happened. I went to a program today and they were asking of my profile. Please, can you help me to put some things together? Immediately she was concluding our session on air. Another TV station was listening to that program and they called her. Oh, we want you to also feature on our program tonight. And that was how the door began to open. If you don't prepare all these things before now, if opportunity comes and you are now running helter and skelter, I pity what will happen by then. Because opportunity, don't wait. Opportunity is everywhere. And preparation goes before opportunity. When opportunity meets with preparation, then breakthrough will be the order of the day. So this is something that you have to take serious. Now, why do you need to define your brand's vision? Number one is your brand should solve problems. Problems. Your brand should solve problems. We are in the business of problem solving now. If you are not identifying problems and trying to provide solution to them, hey, you have not started. What are you doing? What are you into? Tell me what you are into and I will tell you problems that you can solve. Type what you're doing in the chat box and I will respond. I will let you know problems that you can solve. Are you a pastor? There are a lot of problems that you can solve. Yeah, I'm telling you this. I know why I'm telling you. Yes, are you a motivational speaker? Hey. Are you a transformational speaker? Wow, lot of problems to solve. Yes, and the number two reason is branding is a result. It is that value that you add to people's life that brings result. It is not just the logo, your t-shirt, the way you dress. No, it is about result. What are you bringing to the table? What is it that you want to offer? What does your product or service wants to bring out? What is the result that your audience is going to get after connecting with your brand? These are the things that you need to begin to ask yourself. For Taiwo Balogun, when you come across Taiwo Balogun, I want to impart you. You can't remain the same. You just have to do something. You have to do something about your life. So let's move on. Now, the second point here says branding is a result. And this result is what your products, your services, or your company must create in the mind of your customers. or your target audience, which is what some of us creators used to call user experience, UX, user experience. So the result, what you are bringing to the table, what result would they get? This result must be something that your audience must have good experience about. When they come in contact with your product, they must say, oh, this thing simplifies my life. Oh, when I came in contact with him, when I connected with her, oh, wow, I had an experience, a lifetime experience that I can never forget. Oh, thank you for connecting with me. You understand? And this experience is how your customers or your audience will perceive you. And when they perceive you right, they will trust you. When they trust you, see, you will make money. When they trust you, you will do what? You will make more money. Your brand is your long-term revenue. You will make more money. It makes people to want to do more business with you for a lifetime. I have people that have connected with me for over a decade now. Whatever I bring out, they want to be part of it. If it is Forex, they want to join. If it is agriculture, they want to do. If it is personal branding college, they want to do. Whatever I bring, they know that whatever is coming from my table, it is well researched. It is going to add value to their lives. So that is the kind of mindset that I want you to have. Your brand is the feeling that people associate with your values. It is the feeling that people associate with your value. They say, oh, whatever comes out from his table or from his office or from this person, don't worry, it's going to impact your life. It's going to bless your life. It's going to add value to your life. So the last point that I have on this slide is, what are the values you want to be known for? What are those values? What are those values? Don't be like some of these motivational speakers out there or coaches or trainers out there. They are just after collecting money from people, and after they organize one program or the other, you can't connect with them again. After they've collected your money, there is no support. You can't call them. You can't be going through any challenge and say, oh, I think I have a coach, I have a mentor, I have someone that can call. You cannot connect with them. Don't be that kind of a person. Oh, are you getting value? Are you getting value? Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see that you are getting value. So let's take a look at an entrepreneur who shows how personal branding influences business and success. And that person is no other person than the person that you know, the founder of Virgin Atlantic. That is Richard Branson. Is the president of Virgin Group. And if you go and do your research about this man, there's something that I discovered about him, that his down-to-earth persona has been consistently reflected in all his ventures. Recently, I was in the US in June, July, when he went to the space with his daughter. And I was telling my friend, I said, come, this is going to be a new product. It's going to be a new product, multi-billion dollars product or service, because most of these big men now will want to go there and travel there. And just recently, we heard someone from Russia who is traveling to the space to shoot a film. So you see, everything that he does is reflected in his ventures. His personal brand is reflecting in his businesses. And I said, Richard Branson's playful and fun personal brand has helped the Virgin name extend across over 200 companies. One of my mentees works with his company in Nigeria. Is one of the group product group leader of one of his companies. While I was traveling the last time, they gave me a free ticket to their lounge at the airport. You need to see some of the product that these guys are building that they did not make noise. And they are making money. Oh my goodness. They are making money. Cool money. Why? Because someone built a reputable personal brand. Are you getting this? All right. So we are wrapping up soon. So if you have any question, please drop in the chat box and I'm going to respond to your question. Please, if you have any question, drop it in the comment box and I'm going to respond to your question, or you write it down and let us discuss in the group. Now, this is what I want to leave you with today, which is your personal brand reflects more than what people think of your product or service. It is what they think of you. And that will determine what your business will really be worth in the end. Thank you for listening, for watching, for participating in this class. And I know that at the end of this program, your brand will not remain the same. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.